Chapter 10. The War of the Sovereigns. The heavens had been quiet for only a moment. Then the silence shattered. A sea of divine light tore open the sky, spilling radiance across every realm. 3 colossal figures descended, each shrouded in a different law: light, flame, and time. Their arrival made the stars pale and the world itself groan beneath the weight of their existence. "The Celestial Council has spoken," boomed a voice that could split mountains. "Death shall not rule the heavens." Together, they represented the full judgment of heaven, power that had not gathered since the creation of the celestial era itself. The Death Sovereign rises. From within the eternal citadel, black light erupted. The air froze. Rivers of shadow coiled around the mountains. And then Lin Fan appeared, no longer bound by mortality, but wrapped in the stillness of infinity. His voice echoed through heaven and earth. 3 sovereigns stand against one law. Then let them learn what eternity means. Lin Fan, cultivation level, death, sovereign, early law dominion. He raised his hand. The Death Sovereign's abyss unfolded behind him, a domain of endless graves and flickering souls, stretching beyond sight. Each tombstone pulsed with the light of fallen beings, feeding his power. Clash of laws. Light met darkness first. Yunlong's spear of radiance cleaved through the firmament. Every strike carried the purity of divine order. But where the light touched, it withered, consumed by silence. Lin Fan waved a single finger. Death law, stillness of all things. The spear's brilliance dimmed and turned to ash. Yunlong staggered backward, disbelief twisting his features. Then came flame. Empress Fenghua spread her crimson wings, and the sky turned to fire. She descended like a comet, every feather burning with the law of rebirth. "Death cannot claim what is eternal flame," she cried. Lin Fan stepped into her inferno. For a heartbeat, his figure vanished inside the blaze. Then the fire died, smothered by an unseen tide. "Even flames must end," he said, his palm pressing forward. Death law, eternal extinguishment. The Empress screamed as half her divine body shattered, reforming only through the desperate cycling of her law of rebirth. And then, time itself halted. The sovereign of time ancestor Tai Xuan appeared behind Lin Fan, eyes gleaming with infinite spirals. "You are powerful, Death Sovereign," he whispered, "but time does not bow to you." He raised his staff and the world froze. The eternal citadel, the disciples, even the drifting clouds, all suspended in a single moment. Only the 2 sovereigns moved within that stillness. Lin Fan smiled faintly. "You stop time. I end it." Dark energy erupted from his core. The frozen moment cracked like glass, and time screamed as it was devoured. Death law, chrono collapse. Tai Xuan's temporal armor splintered. Years rushed upon him all at once, youth to age to dust. The old sovereign gasped, eyes wide. "Impossible. You killed time itself." The heaven breaks. The 3 sovereigns joined their power for one final assault. Light, flame, and time intertwining into a single spear of divine law. It plunged toward Lin Fan with the fury of creation itself. But the Death Sovereign did not move. He raised his hand and the graves of his domain opened. Millions of souls rose, chanting in a language older than gods. All things end. All return to silence. He thrust his palm forward. Death law, eternal judgment. The spear met the abyss and shattered. The heavens themselves cracked, constellations dimmed. When the light faded, the 3 sovereigns lay defeated, their divine essence scattered like dust upon the wind. Aftermath. The era turns. The heavens bled silver rain for 7 days. Every cultivator felt the weight of a new age pressing upon their souls. Lin Fan floated above the citadel, silent as dusk. His gaze was neither triumphant nor cruel, only calm, absolute. The heavens fought to preserve order, he murmured. I fought to end decay. Now both shall rest. He turned to his disciples below, their faces shining with awe. Build, learn, live, for death has given you time. The eternal ascendants knelt, tears in their eyes. All hail the eternal sovereign. And across the fractured sky, a new star ignited. Black at its core, white at its edge, the star of eternity, marking the birth of a new era.